Yo, 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 what's going on, Miami Hurricanes fans and my college football family? What do you know? Here we are again, the night before another Miami Hurricanes football game, another Friday. And this one's extra special, y'all, because it's the final game at Hard Rock Stadium in the regular season. Final home game here in 2025. We pray for college football to get here as soon as possible, and next thing you know, we blink and we're on the tail end of it. 3 games remain. That's it. And this is the last one at Hard Rock Stadium for the regular season. I want to make it known that I'm pushing for the regular season because we know where the final game is played at the end of the year for the national championship. Anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm going to clap it up one more time for everybody that's in here bright and early for the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. I know it blows my mind, Patty. It makes me kind of sad, when you think about it. Just because, it gets here so quick, and then next thing you know, it's going to be Christmas. Now, I'm skipping over Thanksgiving this year. I'm just going to go ahead and let y'all know. We're moving on straight to Christmas. I'm embracing the putting the lights up and the trees and the Christmas carols. I'm 100% in with Christmas this year. Right? You guys can't see it right now. You'll be able to see it tomorrow, but we already covered Max's couch in a Christmas-themed blanket. It's got reindeer on it, snowflakes, Christmas trees, and he is out right now. So we're embracing Christmas. But then what? Then it's going to be January. Then it's going to be February, and then we're talking about it's going to be the year. We're back, right? Off-season talk, the hype. But again, I appreciate everybody being here. George checking in. Don't worry, George. Even though it changed your name, I will always recognize George, either from the profile picture or by the way that you word things in the chat. It's probably the best way to put it there. Cornelius, good to see you. My man Nick Snyder checking in. Julian, appreciate you. Good to see you. John Bird in here. We got Tropical. We got Patty. Who else is in here? Go Canes too. My man Dion. Goldie May. Thank you guys. Tri-Count. Who else was in there? Goldie May. Oh shoot, I'm missing 2 or 3 more. There were a couple of you that jumped into the live stream on the Tuffy Talk channel. I jumped over there to talk Miami versus NC State for about an hour last night. Really good group of guys. It was fun breaking down that matchup a little bit. But we'll talk more about that here in a few minutes, of course. Top sellers in the building. I see Perception. We got Jimbo. My guy, Drew. Edward, Russ Williams. If I'm missing anybody, blanket thank yous. Hurricanes fan, E. Myers. Sergeant Sluggo. Anybody got a weather report? Absolutely. We will for sure deep dive the weather. Man, Crip, we were right there, bro. Unbelievable, right? So you guys know Katie in the building. Good to see you, Katie. And Donald. And Kyle. Kyle, that's what it was. Kyle was in the Tuffy Talk chat. Thank you. I tweeted that out, and I was trying to push and get some people over there. Leighton's a good dude. Greg is a cool guy. So it was really fun for me to jump over there. MS in here. Good to see y'all. Crip, ma'am, I know your heart was racing because, the $600 score prediction contest, that's what this stream is about. We take calls from you guys, the viewers, the fans. If you get the score prediction right, you put $600 in your pocket. And, I said 38-6 last week. And when Crip called in, he said, Coop, you nailed the Notre Dame prediction. You've been close on many others. I'm going to take your prediction, and I'm going to say 38-6. And it ended up being 38-10. There was a chance there that they, could have held them to a field goal. But Fran Brown, he wanted a touchdown. Of course, he was running his chops a little bit in that game. So he wanted to make it look a little bit better. Ended up being 38-10. We were close. Keep my right. She makes a killing during Christmas time. Like she could probably just live off of that, I would assume. Cornelius in here. That's right. Plus 305. We will not miss the 305. He moaned.
Coach Co-op. It's on the refers. OC, and if they let Bane loose in.
Hebo! Yeah, buddy. Still thankful we got that thing fixed. Appreciate you. He says Coop is on the referees, OC, and if they let Bane loosen. You know, I saw, did you see the deep dive, Himo, where people were looking specifically at certain refs that were officiating Miami Hurricanes games, and they were like breaking down the flag count or something, and it does look awfully suspicious, right? You have this huge crackdown. You had that happen in the NBA with the Mafia and like freaking Chauncey Billups and some other people. And now I think I saw a post. I don't know the specifics, so I'm not going to speak on it because I don't know exactly what was said. But apparently there was some sort of betting that was going on with college sports as well. Not that we didn't think already that was a thing, right? But I think there's some sort of official report about betting on sports, and it involves a lot of people. Let me see. What was that report? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I can't find it. Maybe you guys could fill me in a little bit, but it was trending all day today. And it was something with the NCAA. Let me see. Where is it? Here we go. This is crazy. Okay. 14 people charged in mafia-backed betting ring involving college athletes. According to the New Jersey authorities, Joseph Little Joe Perna, a member of the crime family, right, the mafia, and his associates ran a nationwide network of bookmakers who used offshore websites to facilitate approximately $2 million in bets from 2022 to 2024. And this is hilarious because this guy, he's a subscriber to the channel, and this cracks me up. Look at what he put, the picture.
To wear to you on the side of your helmet.
I got the Hurricanes dominating tomorrow co-op. Miami 52-17 tomorrow afternoon.
So Himon, you're not wrong. That's the thing. I know that I always argue, let's not talk about the refs. Like, come on, bro. But sometimes it is blatantly obvious. You know, like it's so freaking obvious. And, you know, if you can get up big, there's only so much they can do. But obviously they can impact it. And we feel like we've seen that couple times, I think it's fair to say. Bryce in the building. What's going on, Bryce? Himon again, thank you. Thank you so much for the big 20, bro. I sat you up there atop the throne. Let me know if that's what you're referencing or if you were just bringing it up anyways. That was crazy. That was crazy. But I don't think, is anybody shocked? Is anybody here surprised to see that news? I bet not. Absolutely not. Also got to show some love to my man, John Bird. He says, I got the Canes dominating tomorrow. That 52-17? I hope so, man, because ideally the Canes get some style points tomorrow. You know, I'm not necessarily feeling that high scoring of a game for Miami, but it absolutely could happen. It absolutely could. Thank you for the big 5, sharing a piece of the pie, John. Thank you. Did I listen to the new NF EP? I did. I absolutely did, man. It's great. I love that opening song. Which one is it? Is it Fear? The one where he's, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. It's great. I did. The new NF album dropped last night. I was up at like 2 and 3 a.m. jamming out to it. NF is my favorite artist. A lot of deep stuff there, you know, meaning he's not just mumble rapping or anything. And I liked it, man. Some deep stuff in there. It was great. We ain't scoring 50. It'll be a close game. Coop, we might get in that large bid. I saw the bracket. I wanted to make a video about it, but there's no excuse, right? No excuse. I should have made a video about it. And we could talk about it a little bit tonight. I mean, realistically, there is a chance for Miami. It's slim, and Miami needs a lot of help, but we've seen the CFP situation, right? Obviously, priority numero uno is controlling what you can actually control, which right now is winning the final 3 games. I understand this is super obvious, but of course, if you drop any of these next 3 games, it's guaranteed to be over. Done. No shot. You can forget it. 3 losses. But there's a world where even possibly, this is wild, but, you know, The ACC champion might not even get in. It depends on what happens. You've probably heard the scenario with, who is it? With James Madison and USF, potentially, because let's just play out a pure hypothetical that I do not think would happen, but like, let's just make something wild and crazy so it does make sense. If somehow Duke were to go to the ACC championship game with the record that they have, because we've seen the chaos in the ACC, and say they were to win it, the way that they let these teams in, with it being I think it's the 5 highest ranked conference champions, right? Duke's not going to be highly ranked with what their record is, and there would be a scenario where Miami, not being in a conference championship game, I understand this is very slim, we're just playing hypothetical here, where they could go in instead of an ACC champion going in. Now, again, Miami needs an enormous amount of help. Miami even making it to the ACC championship game is realistically just not going to happen. You're hoping for an at-large bid into the CFP. But I'm just saying, that, as crazy as it sounds, that's actually not impossible. That people jump on here and they say, Coop, stop trying to get people's hopes up and stuff. Why are we even having this discussion? Because it's not impossible. It's not literally impossible. We talked about that in the Walking and Venting video. They need help, but there is a scenario where Miami does get into the playoffs. But of course, right, when everyone hammers Coop, one game at a time, you got to win these first. Totally, absolutely. None of it even matters. This conversation is irrelevant if they don't win the next 3. And ideally, that's where we're going to talk about this tonight. You want to win big. You want to kind of prove a point here. You want to rack up some style points. They specifically said, right, people within the committee said, we've not seen consistency with this Miami offense. We need to see more. You have an opportunity. You're playing a 5-4 NC State this weekend. You know, you're playing a down and out Virginia Tech. It might be away, but that's no excuse. Come on, man. And then you got to finish strong against a Pitt team that's trending up. So the opportunity is there. It is. Western Tomb says we need Duke to beat UVA, then lose to UNC and Wake Forest. Also need Pitt to beat Georgia Tech. That's our path to the ACC title game. It's very slim, I think, for the ACC title game. But same thing, not a 0% chance. A lot of people have moved on and are looking at the CFP and possibly trying to sneak in that way, right? And you have a little bit of an interesting scenario here at halftime. Clemson beating Louisville, I think, would be a good thing.
Pack the MF Rock. True fans bleed green and
orange.
Hey,
Roach Killer, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the 2. You going to be there? Yeah, realistically, though, if I had to make a prediction, I don't think that Miami makes it to the ACC championship game. This conference is quite chaotic, but I think we need a little bit too much to happen. And as a Miami fan, I'm not confident that the ball will bounce our way that many times. But again, we'll see. But we need chaos. And, a 7-2 Louisville, who has lost another ACC game, to turn around and lose to a 4-5 Clemson. Clemson's obviously not getting in. Could get a little crazy. Could get a little crazy, but it's very, very, very slim for the ACC championship. Don't want to give you any sort of crazy false hope. And it's going to be tough to sneak into the CFP, but again, not impossible. Let's just see a ton of chaos within the ACC. And let's get some style points in these next 3 games coming up. That's what we want to see. So I do have a little bit of good news before we start talking about this game specifically. If you were one of the people that held out, I need to just keep it over here on this screen. With YouTube TV, they have struck a deal. That's right. You will have access to Disney's full suite of networks and stations. That includes ESPN and ABC. And I think they're possibly going to announce something extra that comes along with it for no additional charge, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that. So if you stuck it out with YouTube TV, you have access to it, maybe even right now. If you check it, you might have access. They're supposed to be rolling it out for sure. It'll be ready to go by tomorrow. but you will have access once again to ESPN. So that's some good news for people who stuck it out. But let's talk about this game, man. 7-2 Miami. You saw the ranking, number 15 in the country. Good to see you, Brandon. Some people said, is NC State ranked? They've been up and down, right? They're 5-4. They're 2-3 in the ACC. But I didn't really take a dump on those guys this week. The thumbnail says scary game. And a lot of people said, come on, Coop, it's 5-4 NC State. They might be able to score some points, but look at how many they're giving up defensively. Look, it is a scary game for a couple of reasons. Number one, Miami has a ton of pressure on them right now. In this game specifically, you've got a team that is trying to fight and claw their way back into a potential CFP spot. 7-2, you can't afford to lose another. You also need style points. It's the final home game. And then you have an NC State team that's 5-4. They're over here just fighting for bowl eligibility. Worst case scenario, you drop this game that you're expected to lose. Miami is a 2-touchdown favorite. They still have Florida State and UNC on their schedule. They're going to be bowl eligible. They'll get that 6th win. All of the pressure is on Miami. That alone makes it kind of scary, right? You're hoping that Miami doesn't fold under pressure, play down to the competition. You also have the homecoming for CJ Bailey, their quarterback, who just played his best game of the season against Georgia Tech 2 weeks ago. They're also coming off of a bye. Does he come in and try to make a statement in this game? Now, I do want to add kind of an interesting take. When I was speaking with Greg, who is a big NC State fan, and he does content on the Tuffy Talk channel, he saw the CJ Bailey situation more so in a negative way. And I was like, what do you mean? Canes fans are saying this is a guy that's going to say, hey, Miami didn't recruit me until late. We apparently, had decided on Judd Anderson, and then we made a push, but it was far too late in his recruiting. He ends up going to NC State, and I was like, he wants to come in, play in front of friends and family and make a statement. And he said, maybe Coop, but you know what? I'm worried that he's going to go out there and try to do too much. And I kind of thought about that, and I was like, whoa, I didn't really think about that angle. Maybe he goes out there and tries a little too hard, tries to force some things. He's a quarterback that's definitely talented. He's explosive. This is the best quarterback that Miami is going to see within the conference, at the very least. This guy is 6'6", loves to push the ball down the field. He can extend plays. He's not going to pick up a ton of yards on the ground, but he can move the chains with his legs if needed. So it worries me a little bit. Definitely a scary game. I think if you guys check out the Inside Insight show that I posted a couple days ago, yesterday, the day before, with Leighton from Tuffy Talk, he gives some great information on CJ Bailey. I just asked him point blank what makes this guy special, and he breaks it down for us. So check that out. But we'll go through here and take a look at the weather report. Go ahead and get the phone number on speed dial. All right, we're going to be taking the phone calls tonight. I'm all over the place. We're going to look at the weather, the injury report, all that good stuff. Don't worry, we're going to talk about it.
On the side of your helmet.
Coop.
Eric! Appreciate you, Eric. So let's jump over and take a look at the weather report. It should be a gorgeous day for football. 3:30 p.m. Kickoff. What are we looking at here? Man, sunny, very low chance of precipitation. This is great, man. Going to be right at upper 70s, maybe pushing 80 there at kickoff. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day for football. So weather should not be a big deal there. Looking at the uniform combo, you have orange over white. Some people were begging for the green, orange over white, the classic look. Can't really go wrong with it. As far as team captains go, there has not been a post from Canes football for the team captains. Not yet, unless they post it here in the next few minutes. They have not. They have not. So we're going to clap it up for the future potential team captains here. Melissa says we play better in the rain. Maybe we should pray for some rain. You know? Yeah. Maybe it does need to rain. Yeah. I agree. This is what everybody wants to talk about tonight, of course. There were rumors swirling all week around Keontae Scott, who had that pick 6 last week against Syracuse. He is, in fact, out. There'll be another injury report, of course, that will be posted a little bit later, maybe tonight, maybe sometime early tomorrow. This is the initial injury report that came out yesterday. You do have Keontae Scott out for Miami. Mark Fletcher is still out. You still notice their wide receiver Tony Johnson is out, and OJ is still out. Questionable, you've got Blay there. It's going to be a big name that you're going to notice. CJ Daniels is not on this list. So hopefully he's going to be ready to rock. That would be a huge addition back for Carson Beck. Malachi Toney, who continues to pop off, was a little bit quiet against Syracuse. I think he had 12 yards or 18 yards, something like that, which I'm okay with if you go in there and use that guy maybe as a decoy. Teams are starting to game plan around him, and I think that Miami could use that potentially to their advantage. But it's, the next man up mentality. Obviously, Miami brought in a ton of transfers on the back end there of the defense, so hopefully somebody can step up. I was actually surprised because I made a post about it, and I said, man, bad timing because Keontae Scott's been playing pretty dang good football. And somebody commented on there, and they said, bro, what are you talking about? This is not a major loss at all. I don't know why anyone is freaking out about Scott being out. And, I agreed that there are some guys that could step up and fill those shoes and play pretty well, but I do think that's a pretty big blow. Because here on the tail end of the season, I think he's been playing pretty well. Also, I'm sure your eyes are looking at the NC State list, which is fairly lengthy, right? You look at questionable, they have multiple offensive linemen there. I would say the biggest name is going to be running back Hollywood Smothers there, who has, I think he has at least 4 games this season where he's rushed for over 100 yards. That guy is a heck of a running back, and the guy behind him is averaging a little over 6 yards per carry. So he's no slouch either. I'm just going to say, I think most of us agree, Hollywood Smothers is probably going to play. These guys find a way, man, they could have a broken ankle the week before, and they find a way to tape that bad boy up and take some snaps against Miami. So he's probably gonna be ready to go, but they have a fairly lengthy list there on the initial report with their injuries. But I would expect a lot of those guys that are listed as questionable to play in this one. But definitely, possibly they're going to miss Scott for Miami. As far as some keys for Miami to win, we discussed it in the preview video, but pressure on CJ Bailey. This guy's completion percentage plummets when he's under pressure. It drops from like 76% to around 56%. I think if you factor that in with him, coming home, playing in Miami, maybe you could force some extra mistakes with him. He's going to try to hold on to the ball for as long as possible. That's what he does. He likes to push the football downfield. Ball security, something I didn't really harp on going into this one, but it's going to be huge. And the biggest reason is because, again, this NC State Wolfpack does have the ability to score when needed. And with the way Miami plays offense, you don't want to give NC State extra possessions, which plays into the next one, of course, a fast start for Miami. You can't have the Stanford start. You can't have the Syracuse start, right? Stanford, that everybody was freaking out in that game. You finish strong, but if you do that again against a team that has a little more offensive firepower, a QB that can let that thing rip, you might end up finding yourself down. And then once again, we all know that could potentially push Miami outside of their comfort zone a little bit. So you've got to play 4 quarters. Syracuse was unacceptable as well. one drive offensively that resulted in points and that pick six from Keontae Scott. Miami has to start fast in this game and play all 4 quarters. You can't just play one half in this one. And again, it also goes back to style points here. Final 3 games, last chance to make an impression. You know, it sucks to drop that game to SMU and to Louisville, but it feels like an eternity ago at this point. You got to finish strong in these final 3 games. I think, let's take a look at the spread. I think it's still the same. So at one point, they opened with Miami, they're 14.5 point favorite. It's back at 14.5. At one point yesterday, oh, I know, one point, it jumped up to 15.5. Look who it is. Well. Mr. Layton himself. Tuffy Talk. He says, if you want to win the 600, pick 35 to 31 NC State. All right. He's trying to help y'all out. So still 14.5 point favorite, over under at 55.5. You know, both these teams are averaging about 33 points per game. The big question here is Miami is holding teams to about 15 points per game. So is NC State going to be able to score on this Miami defense? Can Miami get out to a fast start? And, you know, I had several people ask me this week, would I have rather had CJ Bailey on the roster this year and had him starting over Carson Beck, because Carson Beck's been a letdown. I bet y'all wish he never came to Miami. And I do want to be on record saying no. I think that Carson Beck, even though he has underperformed at times, I think it was the right move for Miami this season. You were looking to bring in another veteran if you were going to go to the transfer portal. If not, you have some younger guys that you could have developed that you've already recruited. So I think between those two guys, it was the right move. But, you know, I think CJ Bailey is he's an athlete. I think that he's a pretty good football player. You got to give him a ton of respect. He's doing what the best he can do over there at NC State. And I think he's going to play pretty hard tomorrow. But would rather lose. I must have missed something. Yeah, I must have missed something. What's up, Straight Street 6? So you know my score prediction. I actually have it a tight one here. Miami 31, NC State 24. That's only a 7-point victory. That does not have Miami covering the spread. It's not a cop-out, but I'm just being honest with you. Miami is capable of winning by more. If Miami can show that they can get out to a fast start, it's game over for the Wolfpack. And Miami's capable of winning this game by 21 plus. Absolutely. They definitely are. But it just scares me a bit because, you know, I try to not let the Miami PTSD play a part in my predictions, but the reality is, hey, I'm human just like everybody else, and it's November. It's a November game for Miami, and it's a time where Miami must perform. You have to win. And in the past, when the spotlight has been on Miami and they've played an opponent that Miami's a 2-touchdown favorite, it should be right there. That's when they seem to let me down the most. And I'm not being negative because I got the Canes winning. But again, ideally, we need them to win big. Just win at the end of the day. Like, bro, just win. Okay? Just freaking win the game. I'm begging you. But hopefully they win by more. And I know that they are capable of it. Definitely. Rather lose than pick the dogs to win. I got you. But hopefully Louisville just took the lead over Clemson here. They're up now. I think Oregon and Minnesota, it kicked off at 9, right? Oregon's already at 14-0. That's going to be a bloodbath over Minnesota. All eyes are on that Clemson-Louisville game. I potentially had Clemson winning that. I think it'd be kind of funny, if I'm being honest. So we're going to get the phone lines fired up here tonight. and see what you guys have to say about this game. Get those score predictions ready. Somebody's got to win this $600. I said that Crip and I were off by, 4 points? Yeah, 4 points. In the last game, there were multiple people that were off by less than that. Like a combined 2 to 3 points last week. So everybody's getting close. Somebody's going to win it soon. But I do need to give a shout out to the sponsor of tonight's live stream. Powering the phone lines is Sleeper, the #1 sports app. The app that is, it's bringing people together through sports. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Millions of people on this app. And my favorite thing to do is enter picks contests. Now, I'm not going to enter one tonight because I want to put one together during halftime tomorrow, but I just want to go ahead and give you a heads up and let you know that we're going to be targeting the Titans-Texans game. These two teams, I believe, they already played once this season, right? So we kind of got a feel for how things would go. Titans are coming off of a bye week, and it's as simple as us picking more or less on player stats here. So we'll pick 4 or 5 of them. We'll put them together. We'll test our football knowledge and try to turn it into some real money. So check out Sleeper on the top link right there in the description. Use code word COOP, COOP. That'll activate a 100% deposit match up to $100 on that first deposit. You also get $20 for free if you do that. No deposit needed. You can try out these picks contests for yourself. You could follow mine, or you could test your football knowledge and put your own together. Shout out to Sleeper again for sponsoring the stream tonight. Love those guys. Love that app. You can also just get updates on the scores and stuff, right? If you want to follow Clemson and Louisville right now, you can get kind of a play-by-play. They have a little thing you can look at. It's really cool. Really freaking cool what they're doing. Let me get the phone line opened up. Am I crazy for thinking this game will be close? I asked that in my preview video, and it was a ton of people saying, no, Coop, you're not crazy. But I don't want people to just tell me what they think that I want to hear. I want people to be honest with me. Am I crazy for thinking that it will probably be close? You don't have to give your score, but are you guys feeling a blowout from Miami? What's interesting here is the only common opponent that we have right now is Notre Dame. Like, we're going to play Virginia Tech, and they played Virginia Tech, but they haven't played them yet, but they lost to them. Like, NC State is so inconsistent. Like, we're talking about a team, y'all. The Wolfpack beat Virginia. Then they also beat Wake, and Wake beat Virginia. They beat Georgia Tech 2 weeks ago. But then they lost to Duke. Then they lost to Virginia Tech. They got their backs blown out by Notre Dame. Now, to be fair, Notre Dame is playing a heck of a lot better football right now than they were week 1 when they played us. They figured some things out, right? They're pretty highly ranked. But it's tough to judge because that Notre Dame team is the only same opponent that we've played up to this point. And I think they lost like 36-7. They could only muster 7 points against those guys. It's going to be a very interesting game. The thing that scares me the most, again, before I open the phone line, is just Miami getting up for a game where they're a 2-touchdown favorite. You know? And teams come in and they tend to give Miami a heck of a game. CJ Bailey's probably going to look like a Heisman candidate out there. Hollywood Smothers running for 125 plus. I hope not. And maybe not. They're not that good. They're not that good. And I'm not trying to discredit anything that they've done this season. But once again, we're talking about a 5-4 team, but we've had this conversation, right? We were a 14.5-point favorite against Louisville, 11.5-point favorite against SMU. I got the Canes winning, but they got to show me that they can do it in a dominant way. The way these matchups play out, it favors Miami by a decent bit. It's why you're seeing the 14.5-point spread. And I hope that's the reality. That's what should happen. But we'll see what you guys have to say. Let's get the phone lines open up here. Let's keep the interaction going as well. I'm going to see it popping off. Let's react to what some of the callers are saying. I hope Pringle, man. Let's see Pringle get some more carries. Fletcher out. You got to think he will, right? You know, Lyle is not playing his best football right now. If you want to point the finger at Dawson, that's fine. But Pringle came in and, bro, Love it. What's my score prediction? 31-24. Good to see you, Tri-Count. Let's get that dang phone line opened up. Let's listen to what the people have to say. All right. We are live. Line is hot. Once it works its stuff out, let's give it a second. Dion says, I got them Canes on top, 37-23. It went down from 15. It did, Tri-Count. It was 14.5, then it went to 15.5. Now it's back to 14.5. Yep. That's where I'm at, Donald. Capable of winning by 3+ scores. 100%. You guys broke the phone already. We've not even taken one phone call yet. Hello? It's trying to work itself out here. Keep trying. I don't know why it does this sometimes. It's done this the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's open. It's just taking it a minute. Okay, refresh. Come on. I'm sorry, y'all. I see the missed phone calls. I see Nick Snyder. I see MS. I see Melissa. I see Eric Birch. It's not ringing, though. Hello? Klubnik is so trash. It's crazy to think he was, right? It's before any football games were played, but so many of the sites had him as the leader in the Heisman race going into the 2025 season, right? Boy, they overhyped 10. Ryan Flanagan in the building. Okay. All right. What's happening? Why are you not working? Come on. What's happening? (865-229-4131). Is it ringing for y'all? Do I need to warm it up? Do I need to make a phone call out to somebody and get the ball rolling? I said there it is. It's showing the missed calls, y'all. I think it's just jammed. I think y'all just jamming it up. Mr. Hurricane B, what's up, man?
What's up, boss?
You fixed the phone, I guess. I don't know what was going on with that.
It actually rang like eight or nine rings before it was cutting everybody off. So everybody was getting through. It just wasn't taking them.
Yeah, that was weird. It was showing missed calls, but anyways. So here we are again. Another game here where Miami got to win, right? And I know what your mindset has been here on Dawson and some things with the season and with Mario. So how do you feel about this game specifically going into it?
I've actually been in the air about it all week.
So you're a bit unsure?
Because I don't really know what North Carolina State offense is going to show up. Is it going to be the one that showed up against Georgia Tech or the one that showed up against Notre Dame?
Right, and then after a bye week too.
Yep. And the only thing that scares me about this game, and I've said it all year long, C.J. Bailey, like you said, he can extend plays with his legs.
Mm-hmm.
Can Torrey stay in position long enough and not give up the big run? Or will he be lost? I mean, because let's be honest, when C.J. Carr should have never got outside to throw that touchdown pass for Notre Dame, but Torrey was so lost in coverage, and especially when he covered the tight end, he was so lost he hidden. I mean,
Yeah, like
It's
I
one
said,
of those things I have no faith in him.
he's going to be one of the more talented quarterbacks that we've faced this season. I mean, he may not be putting up the biggest, craziest numbers, but a 6'6" guy that can extend the play and really push the ball down the field. It's going to be a tough job.
Do you think? I want you to answer this. How many running backs? How many speed backs do they have? Are they going to use if Smothers doesn't play?
That other running back that they have, that's the young guy, man, he really popped off when Smothers went down. What's his name? I feel bad for forgetting his name. Let me look really quick. Scott, Jaden Scott, that's him.
Jaden Scott.
Yeah, he's averaging over 6 yards per carry. He's got 4 touchdowns this season. He really stepped up big whenever they needed him to when Smothers went down, because in that Georgia Tech game, dude rushed for 196 yards. That's wild. Yeah.
And the only thing that really scares me is Keontae Scott not playing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a bit of a blow. I don't know why there were some people that were under my post downplaying it, acting like it was no big deal.
He has been responsible for a fumble recovery, or an interception in damn near every game this year.
Yeah.
You don't underplay that.
Yeah, we need those turnovers. Like I said, that there was a guy who commented on there and he said, "Bro had 1 tackle last week, Coop. What are you talking about?" And I said, he might have had 1 tackle, but he also had a pick 6. Without that, we had only scored 1 touchdown with the offense in that first half. That defensive score was huge.
Well, and if you go back and look on the plays that Torrey is lost, Keontae Scott's actually breaking off his coverage and picking up the coverage that Torrey is blowing.
Yeah, so we'll see how that is with missing him.
That's what scares me defensively. Offensively is we've got to score. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. 3 ain't going to do it because C.J. Bailey's got the arm to beat people. 3 ain't going to do it, and we have to score, period. If you come out and you score 7 points in the first half, then whatever hopes Miami has of being in the playoffs, you go ahead and cancel that. Because 7 points in the first half is not going to do it against NC State because they can score. They just can't stop nobody.
Yeah.
But if they stop us, we're in trouble.
Yeah, when you look at the yards that they're giving up, I pulled up the little image on the screen again here. Over 400 per game.
Yeah, it's
Miami's
insane.
sitting at 285 there. But again, with Miami's offense, are we able to fully take advantage of that? I mean, I hope so.
Well, I mean, everybody, I mean, if you notice, I mean, even it's like Bain. If you look at Bain, he's having to widen his defensive end. He's having to slide 2 to 3 yards just for him to see that he's being held. So, I mean, with him sliding out just so that people could see him being held, it's opening that gap up because the linebackers are not filling the gaps, especially just like against Louisville when they kept hitting that outside zone play. Bain was being held, and all they were doing is when he would take off, they were just holding him, and the linebacker wasn't filling the holes, and there went Isaac Brown. I mean, and if they're not going to call it, I mean, they're going to do it.
Fair.
So, I mean, the linebackers are going to have to step up. They're going to have to help the defensive ends. That's all there is to it. And you can't let C.J. Bailey stand back there for 3 or 4 seconds and Bain get wide, and your linebackers not step up. Now he's out 5, 10, 15 yards downfield, just running out of bounds, and what was essentially a 3rd and 3 is a 1st and 10. That makes a big difference.
Yeah, I think he's picked up, it's like 12 or 13 times he's moved the chains by running the ball this season with C.J. Bailey.
Yeah, I don't know, like it, and I don't. If this game was in August, or September, I'd be good.
Hey, I told people, man, I literally piss in my pants every game in November. I'm not playing. It scares me because I mean that's what it's a shame that a lot of us aren't more confident, right? again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's a 5-4 NC State team, and I got us winning by 7. And again, Saturday, I'm not pretending like it might not happen that Miami wins by 14, 17, 21. I just wish that, from just a fan perspective, I wish I was a little more confident.
Miami should be winning against teams like NC State, like 42-17, but we don't have that confidence in them.
Right.
They don't have that confidence because everybody sees what the offense is.
And
you have to wait 2 quarters of the game just to be able to see an offense.
Now, Brandon, would you like to give me some numbers?
Yeah.
For this one?
Oh.
Do you believe in Dawson to get the job done, Brandon?
Dawson, no, but I do have faith that our wide receivers can make it happen.
Okay.
I mean,
you know I'm going to keep bringing up Dawson's name, man, just to try to get you fired up a little bit. I can feel your blood pressure rising through the phone, bro. I'm not playing.
I can look over Mel Everest and see my blood pressure when his name gets brought up.
So what do you got for him? My bad.
I've got Miami 34-24.
34-24. A 10-point victory for the Canes. I'll lock you in, man.
It's just hard to say it because you don't know what team's going to show up.
Yeah, I want to believe it and think that, final home game of the season, you want to go out with a bang, a good bang, not a bad bang, and handle business. But yeah, we'll see. Miami's definitely the more talented team. They're the better team, but they got to show it. We got to see it, because I think that that was the case against SMU and Louisville, still in my opinion. So they got to get the job done.
They look good on paper.
Yep. It ain't played on paper though, right? So
nope.
We'll see, Brandon. I appreciate you calling in tonight.
All right, boss.
All right, peace, bro.
All right, thank you, man.
Where's the cha-ching sound? It broke at the beginning of the season, and Mr. Techman Coop has not been able to figure it out. It's a mystery. I don't know why it won't work. It won't. Somebody said, I got the score right last week, but couldn't call. Let me do it so I can recover from the money I spent for your proposal. Whoa, we talking about like getting down on one knee and getting married? I can recover from the money I spent for my proposal. Proposal could mean a couple different things, right? Like, I don't know if it means actually like getting married or what. You propose tomorrow. Is that really what we're talking about? I know. So technically, Tropical, they're not officially official if we're not cha-chinging them. So, Dolphin Denny says, we need to win by at least 20. That's ideal. Yeah, I'd like to see realistically, I'd like to see Miami win by 3 scores. Yeah, if we're a 14 and a half point favorite, I'd like to see a 3-score victory. Absolutely. And they could. They could.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Hey, George.
It's George.
Yeah, how you doing? It's Go Gators, George.
It's still Go Gators?
Yeah. How can they do that? How can they take your handle away like that?
Yeah, I know. I still don't know. People keep thinking that it's me. Like, people are blaming me for it, and I'm like, hey, I had nothing to do with this. Real quick, George, time out just real quick. I want to give a huge shout out to Moonlight Meat. I'm sorry, Moonlight Meat. I pinned that up, and then I didn't give you a shout out. He says 41-17. He's got faith in the boys. They're going to step up and play a damn good game this week. That's the 60-month anniversary that we've been together officially. So thank you, Moonlight Meat. I appreciate the love, bro.
Hey, and then he threw up the sign, the hands, and the duck and the U.
Yeah, those gang symbols. Am I right?
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah. Scary stuff.
Man.
So I get it.
there's-
I'm just giving you a hard time. Even Miami can go 5-7. I'm still a Miami fan at the end of the day. I know it's been tough times for Florida. Have you been keeping up with Miami though? Like everything that's been going on with the Canes?
I've always liked Miami. I've always liked Miami since Bernie Kosar beat, who was that, Nebraska or Oklahoma? This is the first game I ever bet on. Howard Schnellenberger was your coach. I was 24 years old. I'm 65 now, and I always liked Miami after that, even though I'm a Gator. They won me $300 in 1982 or what was it, 84, 83.
Would you
83,
say that Miami is your second favorite team if you could have two?
No, I wouldn't. Right now, I'd say Indiana. They're fun. I'm just teasing you. Auburn used to be my second favorite team because I lived there a lot when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But since they hired Hugh Freeze, I'm sour on them. God damn. I would hire Hugh Freeze. And why didn't Miami hire Lane Kiffin instead of Mario? I don't understand that either.
Mario was, man, they wanted him bad. They wanted him real bad. When that opportunity came up, they were going to make it happen any way that they needed to. I did see you brought up Bernie Kosar. I saw where he has had multiple surgeries and he's kind of having a tough time. So hopefully he's doing all right. Yeah, I saw his post go up. I think it was this morning.
Bernie Kosar had surgery?
He had I think he needs a new liver. I don't want to speak out of place here because I don't know all the details, but I went over there because I was like, and I'm not trying to make this about me. Please do not take it as that. But he posted the video this morning, and he was talking about he just came out of surgery, and hey, they can't stop the bleeding. I've got to go for another surgery, and there's been no update since then, and some people were freaking out a little bit. So I was like, oh, people are tagging me saying, yo, like, retweet this from Bernie and stuff. And I went to his account and he follows me on Twitter. I was like, holy smokes. I was like, you never know who's like watching something or seeing, some of your posts and stuff that you put up. So it said he followed me and I was like, oh shoot. But apparently he's having some issues and some things going on. So hopefully he'll be okay. I don't know all the details though. So.
Look, he's had a good life. He's the man, the myth, the legend. I think he won you your first national title, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
And I was there. I'm not dying on the phone. I just took a hit.
George, are you reading the live chat again? I thought if this was our moment, like our one-on-one, just me and you.
I just glanced over there for a second. I'm back.
All right. You want to give me some numbers?
Yes, I do, because I know the exact score. It's my day.
I'm ready for it.
I don't do waxes. Okay.
$600, George.
35 Miami. Hey, wait a minute. I have a second score. I don't know which one to pick. My second score is
one
Miami
per customer.
Miami loses in double overtime. It sounds like something Miami would do,
I would say it's probably not that one. But I don't want to pick for you. I don't want you to blame me for it. So you go with your heart.
Okay. I'll go with my first pick.
Okay.
Miami 35. Who's the other team? North Carolina
you're trolling
State.
Me. You're messing
North
with
Carolina State 20.
20?
35-20. 35-20.
35-20. Okay. Miami on top.
Right. And I know it's only the score that matters, but North Carolina's second touchdown will come with like a minute to go. They're going to be losing 35-13. So
1 minute to go.
That
NC State scores. I'm gonna write that down, and if that happens, I'll send you something, even if it's
that's
not.
That's how
the
they
full
get
amount.
20. It's just a giveaway touchdown. Yeah.
All right. So a garbage time, kind of like what happened with Syracuse, where it should have been 3, maybe 6, but you give up a touchdown there.
Right.
Okay.
In the chat, the guy said Bernie Kosar needs a liver transplant and has Parkinson's. Damn.
Dang. Yeah, I know he was having a tough time. I was trying to check in because, like I said, in his most recent post, he was like, hey, they can't stop the bleeding. I'm going back to surgery. And dude is so positive, man. he was like, I hope everybody has a great day. Let's win today. And he's sitting there in a hospital bed, just coming out of surgery. Like, just such a nice guy. And hopefully he's okay.
Yeah. He's had a good life, though. He's been the man his whole life, Bernie Kosar.
Yeah.
He's pretty slick, man. He threw sidearm a lot, you know?
Yeah.
He's cool to watch.
So, George, I got you locked in. Best of luck, 35 to 20.
I'm in my new apartment.
You moved?
I'm on the ground floor. I have a yard and a patio, and my kid came over and turned my patio into a fort by putting a giant tarp over it and stuff so the wind can't hit me, and I can sit out here and smoke cigarettes and weed.
That sounds like the life, man. Living it up.
I've died and gone to heaven. I've been in second floor apartments, third floor apartments the last 10, 15 years. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I didn't go crazy, not being able to touch the ground, stand on the ground.
That's got to be nice to get away from that terrible neighbor you had.
Oh, my God. I'll tell you a story. Maybe y'all can visit me this year. We'll see.
Yeah. What a crazy guy, man. I don't know how you kept going with that guy that crazy by you. That's wild.
Dude, I swear to God, it's like a fucking insane asylum if you live on the wrong corner in Portland. Once you get off the beaten path, it's okay. But fuck, I was in the middle of it.
Yeah. That's tough, man. That's tough. But you've made it to the other side, set up, living nice now, about to win $600 tomorrow. It's going to be a good day.
Yeah. Hey, I asked the AI. The AI picked that score. It said, based on everything. Isn't that cool? 35-20.
I'm going to be honest. Last time I asked the AI a question, it told me how many yards Cam Ward was going to throw for. And this was like 2 weeks ago.
Was it close? Was it close?
Hopefully for you, it's close this time. I'll just say that.
I
appreciate
agree.
you, George.
I know I'm taking my chances,
What up,
but hey,
Co-op? Can't
all
call
right,
in
see you
today.
later.
BC the
Peace,
Ducks
bro.
are playing, but give me 31-24 Miami. Go Ducks
It
and go
did.
Canes.
I was playing around with stuff, and I was like, let me check out what ChatGPT says, or some sort of AI thing. And it was like, Cam Ward should throw for X amount of yards. And I was asking about a game like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, you never know, though. 35-20 seems somewhat realistic. That's, yeah. That could happen. It could happen, George. Absolutely. Storm the field with DJ. I saw you in here, bro. I appreciate the love. Sending the one to the PayPal there. He says, what up, Coop? Can't call in today because the Ducks are playing, but give you 31-24. That's what I got. On the same page. Appreciate you, DJ. Y'all still curb stomping Minnesota? It was already 14-0 in the first when I checked. Appreciate you, bro. Total QBR is King Bailey Beck. Bailey's up there. They had him listed on a couple of different things with like top ACC quarterbacks, and he was like 4 or 5 or something. I don't know. He's up there. The dude has talent. Let me ask this. Nice, I can't. We talked about this before. I say, if CJ Bailey was in the transfer portal next year, would you be interested? I would maybe be more interested in him than Sellers, personally. I don't know.
George was almost right. It's going to be 35-21.
35-21. Oh, you want to give the number up front, so we're getting straight to the point here. And
Yeah,
then okay.
Not that I don't like talking to you, man, but I know
Whatever.
people in the chat.
I know what you're getting at. I know what's happening here.
And they're going to be like, oh, man, these people talk forever. I don't want to be like George.
So let me, while we that went completely over my head with the score because I was laughing about the other stuff. You said 35-21?
35 for Miami. And George picked 20, correct?
He did.
For
Yes.
NC State, I'm picking 21.
Okay.
There ain't nobody kicking no field goals in this game, man.
Go
Okay.
Canes.
Straight touchdowns. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Is there any teams really kicking field goals against us anymore? I mean, I know Syracuse did, but they had to come away with something. it was either that or they were going to be shut out. They didn't know if they were going to score that touchdown in the end.
I really thought they were going to end up having to kick a field goal, or they were going to walk away with nothing there because, Fran Brown was being like super aggressive. And I was like, man, he's going to mess around and just walk away with nothing there on that drive. And sure enough, got a touchdown.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I don't see any of these teams anymore. Maybe Pitt kicking field goals anymore. I mean, they don't have anything to lose. I mean, and again, that's almost all we've been playing against now is teams that don't have anything to lose against us. What does NC State playing for?
Yeah, I said at 5-4, and I realize that's kind of a take that people use all the time, and their backs are against the wall and they can throw everything at you. But in a lot of ways, it is true.
It's
to
not
come
so much
in
against the wall. Our backs are against the wall.
Fair. You're right, actually. Yeah, like I said, the pressure is on Miami, right? If NC State loses, well, that was supposed to happen. Now, of course, that was going to happen.
Yep. So they can play with no pressure.
Yeah.
I am kind of worried about our defense, though, man. I said it in last week's game, even, dude. Man, if we don't stop these quarterbacks, that's the only thing that kind of worries me.
Yeah, and I know I try to, like I said, not lean into the negative side. Just every time I close my eyes, I see this 6'6", Florida guy going out there and throwing for like 350 plus, and we're over here like, what is going on? Because what is it? Kevin Jennings threw for like
346, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it was over 300 yards.
And nobody said nothing about that. Everybody's like, "Oh, our offense was ass."
Yeah.
Dude, they threw for 346 yards on our ass. I mean, that's not okay.
Yeah, and if they can get that run game going, if they come out and Smothers is slicing up that defense like Isaac Brown was or something in that Louisville game, I would start to get a little concerned. And again, a lot of that, I'm nitpicking, but I don't run or hide from the fact that the November games scare me. I talk about it all the time.
Yeah, 100%.
And they've got some weapons.
It's gonna be the turnover battle. Every game we win the turnover battle or come out even, we win. If we lose the turnover battle, we've lost.
That's a great point.
So last week we scored off a touchdown. We stopped them with a fumble. We only got, I think, 7 points off of the turnovers, but I think we had 3, didn't we? Or was it just 2?
You talking about last week?
Correct, against Q's. I think we had 2. I think one was a fumble and one was the pick 6.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we did.
But we didn't lose any, did we? I don't think we had any turnovers.
No, I don't think. I know for a fact Beck didn't throw any interceptions.
Yeah, and I think I'm pretty sure that's all our turnovers, isn't it? For the whole year, have we had any fumbles?
Man, you're testing me tonight. I've slept since then.
Right. All right, I'll short it up, man.
No, you're good. You're good. No, I'm actually just curious. Let me see. No, so we did not have turnovers, and Syracuse would have had 3 total.
Okay, they had 3.
Yeah, because I think we had 2.
We had one
picks.
At the end of the second quarter. I know that.
Right. Yeah, we had Scott who had the pick 6, and you also had Jacoby Thomas who had the
one that I forgot the one that bounced up and they
that crazy
they were like,
one.
Oh, it ran.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I can't believe I forgot about that one. All right, brother. Well,
so
get these other people in. Hopefully, I'm going to win it, but still.
Fair enough. Hey, I like the confidence. So 35-21, I got you locked in.
Prayers for Bernie Kosar and everybody else, man. And go
buddy.
Kings.
Appreciate you.
All right, tell Pat Max for me. Later,
I'll do it. Peace, bro.
Later.
Love it. Love hearing from MS there. So far, we're all hovering around kind of the same. I got 31-24. We've had a 34-24, 35-20, 35-21. Is anybody going to predict anything outside the box tonight? Number up front should be a rule. Interesting. Maybe that could be. Give the number first, then we talk for a minute. It might not be a bad idea. My man, Duck, appreciate you. You're right about the link thing. Duck, I'm one-on-one in here with Mullet TV for a second. You're 100% right, because I got an email about that from YouTube a week ago for a link that was in a video on my channel from 7 years ago. And what happened is it was a link to give credit for music that was used. But since then, that website has been shut down and YouTube considered it spam, and they sent me a warning. How crazy is that? Like, it was a real link to give credit to some music that was used in an intro, and it basically said, hey, this is spam. This is a warning. Don't be putting that stuff in your description. From a stream I did 7 years ago. So I went through and like bulk went in and swapped out the description on all those old streams. Yep. Katie says Bailey has 2 years of eligibility left. If Mario brings him in, the entire QB room will bail. Who's going to sit for 2 more years? You're not wrong. I mean, ideally, it's so tough because who transfers anyways? As far, what I mean is, it's almost an impossible conversation to have because we've got to see what the quarterback room is going to look like once that portal opens back up. But I am with the crowd, Katie, that I would like to see us develop a guy that's a Miami guy from the jump that we recruited that comes in and stays at Miami. And I don't want to make it, I always have to tell people, I don't mean I didn't want Cam. I don't mean that I didn't want Carson. I just mean at some point I would like to. I know college football is a little different. I know things have changed. But I would like to see Luke Nickel, Coleman, somebody come in and this guy can be the quarterback for like 2-3 years. You know, it'd be nice. But I don't know if we'll even be running the same offense for that long because his Dawson's still here. And then you hit the reset button on that. And then, man, you know? Yeah, Emery's not really going to play. I don't think you're right. I don't think that Judd is going to see the field. We'll see. It's too early to know for sure. You know, just speculating. But obviously, everybody talks about the big transfer QBs. It was the talk of the town with Lenora Sellers being linked to Miami already in November. People say CJ Bailey's going to want to come back home. I feel like I was going to score, you were thinking 35-20. I saw somebody predict an NC State victory. The Great Gato says NC State wins. Yo, what? 34-21, NC State on top. Whoa, buddy. Okay. You never know. It's bad AI like RoboCop. Yeah, I was scrambling. It kind of made me panic. For sure. We got the hoodie girl in the building who made me pretty jealous this evening. Would you like to tell the viewers why?
I sent you a picture from Flanagan's.
Mm-hmm. Went without me again.
I'm there quite often, and I think I send you a picture of the cup every time I go.
You do every single time. I never get a picture of any of the food though. What'd you have?
I just had something small because Vish has some friends in town, so we're doing like all the Miami stuff. So we went to the Big Cheese for lunch.
Nice.
So I was not hungry, so I just got like a small salad and then ate all of their fries.
Fair. I want to mix it up next time I come down.
My go-to lately has been the barbecue chicken sandwich with sweet potato fries.
I'm hungry right now, so that sounds good. I still want to try those. God, I say this every time and I forget it. Rib rolls?
Yeah, we got the rib rolls too. I don't eat that because I don't eat beef or pig or anything, but we did get those because the guys ate them. So you're welcome in Miami anytime.
Let me see. What's in the rib rolls?
I don't know because I don't really eat meat besides chicken. So
I was just kind of curious.
Last time we went there together, we shared the chicken tenders.
Yeah, and those were good. I was a fan of that.
Those are always good.
Homemade deep fried egg rolls stuffed with meat from our famous baby back ribs, pulled pork, cheddar cheese, onions, and barbecue sauce. That sounds amazing.
And come back down to Florida.
Yeah, I got to try it next time.
You and Joel should come down for the FSU game next year.
I think that's the plan. That's what I want to do because he's never been there either. Well, I mean, I've been there, but I mean, he's never been there at all. So.
Well, I was gonna say, should I save my extra ticket for you? But Joel will probably do something insane and get like fancy seats for you and him.
We'll see. We got to give him the.
But you have way more fun sitting with my crew.
I liked the section that you were in.
Yeah, we're always chilling up there, and now there's like 16 of us now because we've combined with Vish's crew.
Wow. So what are you thinking here? Miami is a 2-score favorite in yet another game. It's a team that has won 5 football games this season. It's November. It's Miami needs to win, must win.
Loudly crying co-op chose Melissa over me.
There's some good things and some bad things, and I mainly say that because of the injury report. Anybody who thinks losing Keontae Scott is not a problem is a moron. This guy is probably one of the top DBs in the country.
Well, I'm glad you said it for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I started hearing rumors that he was injured, I think on Tuesday. At first, I was hearing it was the knee, and then someone said it was the toe, so I'm not really sure what's going on. And I also heard he was getting a second opinion, which is never a good thing. But these are all rumors, so I don't know what's what. That is a massive loss for us. I don't care what anybody says. He's been our best DB. The great thing is we are deep at DB. We saw Jadaeus Richard come back in the last game, which is awesome. So we'll see who steps up. I was a little concerned in the last game because David Blay went down. And so we were without David Blay and Ahmad Moten at that point. But Moten isn't on the injury report anymore. So that's
hopefully it stays
massive
that way.
Yeah, so that's massive if we get him back, especially if we're without Blay. The biggest thing for me, good thing-wise, is that CJ Daniels is not on the injury report and he's slated to come back. I think that's going to be a massive boost to our offense. Just through the first, 5 games of the season, you could see how comfortable Beck was throwing to him. And he has such an amazing catch radius and is so sure-handed that having that kind of security blanket where we can maybe start throwing the deep ball again because you got a guy like CJ Daniels back, I think is massive. I also like that Dawson was finding different ways to get Malachi Toney the ball in the last game after they were kind of bracketing him for much of the game as far as when he would, go out, run a route. So I like seeing some of these other plays that they were running for him to direct snaps and screens and things like that to get him the ball and end arounds and stuff. So we'll see. It seems to me like Dawson doesn't really like doing those trick plays unless we're up big. So we'll see. I do agree with you. I think Gerard Pringle should get more carries. I like what Marty Brown does, and I think you use him in certain situations because he's got that motor to keep going. He's more of the ground and pound. But Pringle's kind of got that little hitch in his step as far as getting to the outside and the speed. So I would love to see more of him. But the biggest thing for me is getting Moten back, especially in the run game, and then CJ Daniels.
Yeah, the CJ Daniels one, I mean, you're right. I think that's huge. Because you had there for a little bit Tony massive. Johnson, come in and make some big plays, then he ends up being out. And then, like you said, of course, Malachi Toney, but they're, teams recognize that now, and they're trying to shut him down. And that's tough to do. But then when you get CJ Daniels back, it opens up that offense, and it's entirely different with him back on the field.
And it's no offense to other receivers, but so when CJ went down, I'm like, all right, this is JoJo's time to shine, and he hasn't been sure-handed.
Yeah.
So I've been to every game this season except for the Bethune-Cookman game because I had the flu, because I've been to both away games. And we were noticing it last game. JoJo's stopping on routes. It doesn't seem like he's running at full speed. So I have some question there on what's going on. And you would have thought that he would be your deep threat while CJ was out. He had that bobbled ball that turned into an SMU interception that turned into a touchdown, which completely changed the momentum of that game. So I don't know what's going on with him. You need CJ back because you have CJ on the field, you have Malachi Toney on the field. If you're going to try and double team them both, then we should have other guys open. You should have our tight end open. I would love to see more Dalen Upshaw. That receiver screen that he broke free on, he's got a lot he's got a lot of firepower there. He seems quick. I would love to see more of Josh Moore. Get the young guys out there, because if the older guys aren't doing what they're supposed to do, then, you know, the freshmen are chomping at the bit, and I think they've earned playing time.
Fair enough. I agree. 100%. With that being said,
that comment that says JoJo knows he's transferring with Lyle and Lofton, that's an interesting comment. Vish will probably kill me for saying this, but Vish calls them the practice champions.
oh,
The three of them.
Man.
So Lyle's coming off an injury. I guess JoJo was coming off an injury also. I don't know. Like, none of them have looked like they're up to speed as far as what we saw from them last season. So
yeah, it's
that's
a
opinion.
very
But
touchy subject.
As far as score prediction, I actually think this is going to be a high-scoring game for both teams.
Okay.
Only because I don't think our defense has seen an offense like this. I think Heatherman's going to prepare them well for, you know, the running quarterback. I don't really know a lot about their receivers. I'm kind of worried about their run game. I don't like that we might be without David Blay, but having Moten back is going to be a good thing. I think we're going to score high because I think C.J. Daniels being back is going to be huge. So I'm going to take Miami winning in a high-scoring game, and I'm going to go 38-30.
Okay, yeah, you weren't kidding. 38-30,
I'm
68 points.
I'm going to tell you right now, I am so mad that I didn't get into the call-in show last week because I was going to take Vish's prediction. And you know what Vish's prediction was? 38-10.
No shot. Are you being for real?
He said it on Six String Canes.
Dang.
And I was going to go with his score prediction, and I'm really mad because I'd be $600 richer right now.
Thank goodness I rigged this entire thing, right?
Yep. Joel said he would have taken my call, so I'm kind of upset with you.
Joel was close. He called in, and almost everybody was within, like, as far as like combining the total score, they were within like 5 points, I believe. Somebody was. I mean, I thought somebody had it.
Minus Louisville, I've been pretty close on a lot of games this year. I missed Notre Dame by 1. I didn't call in for SMU because I was there. Stanford, I think I missed by like 4 points, I think. So I've been pretty close on a bunch of them except for Louisville.
Well,
Louisville, I kind of put my foot in my mouth on that one.
When you look at a lot of their games, I mean, you know, Notre Dame was 27 points, Florida was 26, Florida State was 28, Louisville was 21, SMU was 20. Like, Miami's been kind of hovering around in that range. Of course, Syracuse, 38, but Syracuse is pretty bad. So they've been kind of hovering in that range.
They have a good defense. They've given up a lot of points, right?
Yeah, they. Yeah, I mean, you said they're giving up a lot of points.
But this is why I think getting C.J. Daniels back is so massive, because you know there's trust there, and you know he pretty much catches everything.
Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna win it, it's gonna be through their offense. They're gonna have to put up some points like they've been doing.
I've got trust in Heatherman. I just worry about stopping the run without having David Blay. But if we have Moten back, I like that. So, and then not having Keontae Scott. So hopefully some guys step up. But yeah, I'll go 38-30. We'll see. Nice polo, by the way. I think that's one of the few that I've bought you.
It is.
You have a collection for me at this point.
It's become one of my new favorites, if I'm being honest, and I'm not just saying that because I got you on the phone. I love anything that has Sebastian on it. I think that was a cool touch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Support the Truth one is pretty cool, but I do like that one better.
Hey, I want to ask you something, and everybody in the chat, just really quick. I know this is not football related, and this is what people want to talk about. What do you guys wear as your daily driver with the shoe? Because let me add one more thing just real quick. I am not kidding with y'all. I ordered 3 different pairs of Ultra Boost because Ultra Boost is like my go-to shoe. I love it. I tried a 10 and I tried a 10.5. I have never had issues with Ultra Boost. All 3 of them were so tight. I tried stretching them out. I tried everything. Horribly uncomfortable. I returned all 3 of them.
this is why you need to get back down to Miami, because I can take you to the Adidas outlet at the Sawgrass Mall in Broward, and they've always got the old Ultra Boosts. I literally buy the same black pair of Ultra Boosts every Black Friday.
Yeah, like they've changed whatever that like prime knit
You're a
material
10, right?
or whatever. What'd you say?
Yeah. You're a size 10?
Yeah. And I've always
So
wore 10.
when I go Black Friday shopping this year, I'm gonna look for some old Ultra Boosts, and I'm gonna send you some photos. You need to stay by your phone on Black Friday.
I was just mad. It was over $300, and I just could not find the right pair.
No, I can get you some older versions of Ultra Boosts on the cheap from the Adidas outlet at Sawgrass, and
right
just
now,
mail them to you.
There's nothing wrong with this. These are more comfortable. Let me take them off. A $38 pair of Ultra Run 5s is what I'm rocking right now. Those
are sick.
These are I paid $38 for these. Way more comfortable than Ultra Boost. When I would wear Ultra Boost in the past, it was like I was walking on clouds. It feels horrible.
They changed the soles of the Ultra Boost, but they have like a bunch of like the old ones at the Adidas outlet usually. So when I go shopping on Black Friday, I'm gonna send you some photos. If there's any that you like, I'll buy them and send them to you, because I'll get them for like $40.
Okay, that'll work. I'll take you up on it.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you're by your phone, because usually you take like 5 hours to answer my text.
On that note.
And I'm a big fan of NMDs, but Adidas isn't making NMDs right now, and that makes me sad.
I'll keep my phone on me. I appreciate it, because I would like to get back in some Ultra Boost, but it definitely has to be the old ones, because those new ones suck.
Oh, Joel's texting me. Speak of the devil.
Tell him to call me and give a score prediction.
No, I texted him because George said he moved on. He moved, and so he's not going to make any more neighbor videos, so Joel's really sad.
Yeah, they will be missed. Hopefully the new place isn't like close by to those 5G towers, though, because I know that was a big problem for him for a while.
Well, Joel apparently is telling me that he's going to force me to come to Oregon with him when you guys go meet up with George.
We'll see if we can make it happen. Melissa,
we'll
I appreciate
We're going to get you on
call.
a plane eventually.
I got you
All
locked
right.
in.
I'm taking up too much
8
time.
Point win. You got, lightning round is fat. We're not there yet, but when we get there, it'll be.
I don't count towards the lightning round because I'm me.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time about the lightning round because you give me a hard time. So.
I don't give you a hard time. I just make fun of you.
Yeah, I deserve it, 100%.
All right,
Melissa?
so I'm looking forward to being in your live streams for the last 2 away games.
It'll be a good time, I hope.
Of course. All right, peace out, Coop.
All right, peace.
Bye.
So I'm serious. Help me out. What shoes do you guys wear daily? I don't care. Look, I'll be honest. I used to really care about how it looked because I was a shoe guy. I have more shoes than my wife. My whole family used to make fun of me. I made a big deal about shoes. I wanted to be stylish, but comfort is priority number one. And you guys aren't able to tell me what I should get because everybody's foot is different, but I'm just curious what you guys rock. Because this freaked me out. I started looking at some Nikes. I'm usually an Adidas guy, but I can't be loyal when they ruined my favorite shoe. Because I could buy a 10 in Ultra Boost and put it on. There was no wear in period. It was comfortable from the jump. Felt amazing. I don't know what they've done, but they have ruined them. They are terrible. Terrible. Red Nike Jordans. A bunch of people wear Jordans. Nike running shoe. Those one Nike shoes look so uncomfortable, though. Like, are you telling me... And then we'll get right back to football talk. My apologies. I'm heated. I'm mad. Can I not make the picture bigger? Hold on. I want to ask if these are comfortable because I see people wearing them all the time. I think, man, bro, I got flat feet. These, any of the Air Jordans, the lows or the high tops. I used to be a high top guy, but I'm not as much anymore. These, I don't know. Are these comfortable? I have flat feet. My feet make fart noises when I walk barefoot. They suction to the floor. I'm not playing. So I need a little bit of support, and I don't think that's going to cut it. So I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. Not good for flat feet. Well, then I can't. Yeah, I got real flat feet. You wear Crocs and flip-flops. Vans. Okay. All-Stars Rockford drumming. Katie's Jordans. Air Max. Ooh, Brooks. I tried Hoka's, and I couldn't stand it. Very uncomfortable for me. It's open back up. If people are saying New Balance. New Balance has made a big comeback, right? Used to be known for the grandpa shoes. Maybe I'm a grandpa shoe kind of guy now. What do you think, Eric? Would you make fun of me if I wore New Balance shoes?
Nah,
would you
that's what I wear
unsubscribe?
for softball, is New Balance.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
There's
And
some
before we go any
shoe.
further,
No, go ahead.
okay, I got to know what.
Eric! There was some like old original New Balance shoe that everybody would wear. And it kind of looked like this. You guys can't really see it because it's over on the right. This isn't it, but it looked kind of like this. And now I look at this and I'm like, you know what? I don't hate it. I don't know. Anyways.
You want to hear something interesting?
I like interesting, yeah.
I have flat feet too.
Do they fart?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
I mean, they're so flat they curve the other way. But anyway, I deliver for FedEx, and so comfortable shoes. The most comfortable I've worn, because I tried several different types, is Brooks.
Brooks. Okay, that's what my mom wears. She's always talking about those.
Yeah, and they're not ugly by any means. I mean, you're just like me getting older. You want comfort over too much style.
Yeah, people said, man, Coop, you lose your man card buying that hybrid Honda CRV. And I said, buddy, this thing has heated seats that will melt your butt cheeks off. Do you know how good that feels in the
with
wintertime?
gas prices, come on, you got to help with that.
I get 45 miles per gallon. I don't need to.
Yeah.
I've had 5 Mustangs. I don't need another sports car. Give me comfort. Anyways, we're all family here. You know, we talk about how we all eat our steaks well done and what shoes we wear and, you know, our vehicles and stuff. Like, give me a break, all right?
Medium rare, sir.
Anyways, Eric, let's talk about football. Let's stop talking about how we eat our steaks. CJ Bailey, you think he's a pretty good quarterback?
Yeah, I don't think he's bad. I keep seeing now on ESPN and other outlets is Lenore Sellers is coming.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a huge fan of that, but
I'm not either. He's not a very big quarterback, but he's already had a concussion, so I don't know.
And I think, again, it's fun to have the conversations because I'd be a hypocrite if I said I didn't get on here and make hypothetical videos. And that's what I do, But I just think it's far too early. There are people that are like super invested in that. And they're like, okay, it's Sellers. I've heard this and this. And I'm like, it's November. Like, we'll see. That thing, who knows who's going to be in it later on.
Well, that was just like my Dolphins. Every time somebody hit the free agency, they're connected to the Dolphins. I was like, man, we done picked up 17 teams by now with all the different people we've been supposedly be picking up. But I do have one comment about, everybody sitting there blaming Dawson for this, Dawson for that. Do they realize that Mario's got his thumb on the coordinator's playbooks?
I don't know. Do you think that's true?
I think
you guys
it's 100%.
think that's true?
I think it's 100%. He's telling them, well, my thing is we're going to be run up the middle heavy. We're going to wear them down, and that's what we're going to do. Because Dawson's been known to run, when he was at Houston, run outside, and we rarely will run outside, and it's all because of Mario's vision.
Keep going. Keep going.
But that's what I think. I think he's got his nose too much into everything, and he needs to worry about his timeout calling and game time decisions to worry about what the offensive coordinators are doing and the defensive coordinator are doing. I think they're more capable of doing what they need to do instead of telling them, okay, well, we want to slow the defense down now. Just play a little prevent. We'll just let them, wear themselves out, burn up some clock. No.
I don't know.
And then let's just run up the A gap, B gap, B gap, A gap.
I don't really know what I think, to be honest.
Yeah, because I just think he has. I mean, you can't have like the same stuff going on year after year.
Do you actually think there's anything with Carson Beck that plays a part in it? Do you think that there's any trust issues or the way that he plays or anything that factors in?
I think so, yeah. But I'm talking about just run plays in general.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. As far as Beck goes, I don't know. It's tough to say with him. He looked like he was a gangbuster coming out, in the first few games, and then all of a sudden, I don't know.
Do you know what your score
but Katie
is?
said it right, though. Katie, yes, I do, actually.
Sorry, what were you saying? Who said it right?
Well, I was looking at Katie's comment, and she said, they've been running the same offense, Mario teams, for so long. And what did that tell you? Well, it goes back to Mario. I mean, it seems to be a common denominator, I mean, we did have some pretty shitty coordinators, but he didn't let them go outside the box too much. So he's always this. This is what we want to run. This is what we want to do. But anyway, yes, I do have a score, sir.
And I'm on the score prediction cam.
35-17.
I'm guessing you got them canes on top, Eric.
Man, there's a bear shit in the woods, poop in the woods.
I believe it do. And in my yard sometimes.
Yeah, right.
35-17, Miami on top. Is that enough style points?
Enough style points. I mean, it's covering plus, so I just hope, like you said earlier, I hope we get it throughout the game and not like all in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love a comfortable game in this one tomorrow. It'd be great. My heart would love it.
Yeah, yours and mine both.
All right, Eric, I got you locked in for the 600.
Yes, sir, buddy. And I'll go ahead and I'll be expecting that call on Sunday.
All right, sounds good. We'll plan on it. Maybe we can get together and I used to try to like I'll have my feet fart and then you have yours fart and then we could like make like a little tune, like put it together and be like,
hell yeah.
And then we could make like some music or something.
My feet are bigger than yours,
I'm going on Bobby
so it's going to make the
Bowden
big
Field tomorrow.
So they make
and
bigger
I'm not taking
farts
my
than
shoes
mine.
off like Co-op the coward.
Yep.
Mine will be like baby farts compared to yours. Okay, got it. They do though. I actually feel like a little suctioned to the floor if I walk barefoot, so I always wear socks.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And how I got in the military, I don't know, but I got in there.
All right, Eric, I appreciate you.
All right, homie.
All right, peace, bro.
All right, peace.
Look, you never know. I've went my whole life wondering if there were other people out there that their feet would fart as well. And what do you know? The entire time it's been my guy Eric. Must be why we get along so well. Now I didn't listen to a word of what this just said, so I'm about to read it. Joe Davis. I might regret hitting that clap button. I don't know. What do we got here? I'm going on Bobby Bowden Field tomorrow night, and I'm not taking my shoes off like Coop the coward. Did you see that lady, Joel? Did you see that? The look on her face when she saw those neon orange and green shoes, if looks could kill. I didn't know what she was going to do to me if I didn't take those shoes off. Joel, thank you for the big 100. Finish reading that. The rest of the message must not have went through because that's all I've got on my end. Do you guys see anything else?
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Now off to bed. Early softball tourney tomorrow.
Hey, good luck. Hopefully you get a big W, Eric. Thank you for the love. I appreciate the two. Eric! I don't know. Tell him, MS. I know. I can't speak on this. Dang. Would you guys believe me if I told you that I stayed with Joel for the Miami Florida State game and he wears Miami PJs? I don't think anybody would believe me. And anyways, let's get the phone line open back up here. I don't know what he's talking about read the rest of the message, though. That's what I'm going to do. Wait, that's what I'm going to do at a Titan Stadium when they ask for your ticket. That game's in 2 weeks, y'all. I'm going to the Titans-Jags game in 2 weeks with Joel. He's a Jags fan. I'm a Titans fan. It's going to get crazy. Nick, do you see what he's talking about when he's telling me to read the rest of the message?
No, unfortunately, Joel, the rest of your message got cut off. You'll have to put it in chat.
See?
I didn't see it either.
See? How are you, Nick?
The Coop's not crazy. Wait, what? Did you guess how I am?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I'm cold. It's freaking like 40 here. Anytime it gets under 60, we flirt against freeze.
What do we got here? It is 48 here where I live at the moment. Yeah, too cold. I agree.
Yeah.
Too cold.
The problem with Florida weather is people are never prepared because it'll be 75 when the sun comes out.
True.
It dips back to 40 or whatever, and it's just like, cool. You're either overdressed or underdressed constantly.
Now, y'all got the Hokies.
We got Virginia Tech. They were favored by more than 10 again, and I don't think anyone's really confident in it, which is funny. But
no way y'all lose to Virginia Tech. No way.
You know how many times I've said that the past
There
year?
is no shot.
There's that dude on Twitter that still owes everyone like a film of him eating doo-doo from the Boston College game last year that he never paid up on. So
No, it's impossible for y'all to lose to the Hokies. Not happening.
I've seen worse.
What do you think though about this Miami NC State matchup? I mean, there's a lot of Miami fans that are predicting it to be close, even though they're favored by 14.5. You think Miami fans should be more concerned over it, or?
I think it's almost the same thing. You just don't know where kids' heads are at. NC State's playing hard, but they're on and off. I think their coach might be on the hot seat too.
He's been there. This is the 13th season, and it's been a ton of. They say they love Dave Doran because they said he's kind of a country guy. Leighton was telling me, hey, he goes out, drives a pickup truck, and he loves fishing and all this. But at some point, you got to win football games.
Yeah.
And what's the standard there for NC State? Because if it's winning 6 in 7 games every year, don't feel like that's it. But I'm not an NC State fan, so I can't speak for them.
I think part of the problem you're seeing across the country with everyone firing their coaches is you have a lot of parity and no one looks great. There's not a traditional Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, Florida kind of like vintage team out there, Florida State. So everyone looks like it's wide open if you had just an average team. So everyone's just looking at some of their decent teams through history and being like, why can't we just do that? We should be running through this, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, as a Knowles fan, that's part of the problem. If we had just an average team, we would just wreck the ACC. It's not crazy. And we've seen them play well. Miami, when they're on their game, they need it. If they treat NC State like a big game, they'll do fine. But I don't know. They just play down to their competition.
Yeah, and I used to get tired of that argument, but it seems to be true, you know?
It's sports psychology. I don't understand it whatsoever. I don't know how you can get up for a big game and be like, oh, we've got this in the bag when it's a football game. You trained all year for this thing. You trained your entire life practically since you were, I don't know, kindergarten or whatever for some of these guys. And just go out and like, oh, I can take this play off. I can take this game off or whatever. It's baffling to me, but that's why I'm a fan. I mean, you played more football than I did. I did soccer and stuff, but I've never gotten up at 5 a.m. and bled and had people tell me what to eat.
I should have played basketball more. I started out playing baseball, then I shifted to basketball, and then when I got in high school, I was like, I want to be cool. Like I'm going to play football, right? And I'm so thankful I did, because I tell that story all the time. I was super shy, and once you shower with 30 or 40 other naked dudes, you're not really shy anymore after that.
Oh yeah.
And it got me in shape. You guys might not believe me, but I used to be, I'm still 6'7", but I used to be 6'7" and buff. I'm 36 years old now. I don't work out, so I lost the buff part. But should have stuck with basketball.
Are flat feet good for basketball?
No, but I found a way to overcome.
Oh, it's funny how many people I did that too. I mean, I have flat feet, but my parents, my family bullied me so much about the foot farting thing that I to this
Wait,
day
your
will wear
feet
socks
fart too?
inside. It's bad, yeah.
Holy smokes! I think Eric's already gone. We could get a whole little band together.
I know.
So many feet farters. This is crazy. I thought I was alone on this planet. Man.
But yeah, no, I stick to Nikes because I found a certain brand brand and style that does well with my flat feet. It's the running shoes. So
I might try
right
Nike.
Now it's the Winflow 9.
Frick Adidas. I might try Nike. I don't know.
I don't think the problem's Adidas. I think it's that style they changed on you. You just have to go try on a bunch of crap.
Could be. I need to quit ordering them online and actually go out and talk to someone in person and try on shoes.
That's what I did. I think I annoyed all the store owners here because I'm like, yeah, I need to try this on, and they didn't have my exact fit. So,
Nick, you got any numbers for me? You want that $600?
Same one, bud. 31-17. I'll go with the Canes.
31-17. Miami on top from the Florida State fan. Can you give me a pick for your game tomorrow while I got you here? Come on, be real. It's the Hokies.
Yeah, I'll say 31-17 there too, Knowles.
Okay. You got Florida State on top. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it is senior day, and Ethan Pritchard will be there, so that'll be really emotional. It'll be pretty cool.
Good deal. Miami on top. Florida State on top. Nick, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Peace.
Take care.
No, but I make a lot of jokes. Like I said, growing up, I played baseball and basketball. Basketball was my jam. And then even when I wasn't playing, anywhere. I was doing like camps and stuff, and I would go play pickup games at the park. If anybody's from around here, it was at Sandy Springs Park, and I would go there. My mom would drop me off, and I would stay there for like 8 hours and just play basketball. And it was so funny because there were guys there that they would play pickup games for drugs. I'm just being honest. So they would meet. You would meet in the middle of the court. They would say, "Here's what we're playing for." There were cops that would circle around the area, and they would go. There was a garbage can. They would pick it up, and it had like a section in the middle of it, and they would slide the drugs under there, and they would play a game for it. I wasn't playing for the drugs. Promise, swear on it, whatever. Cross my heart, whatever. I didn't care about that. I just wanted to play some basketball. So I would go down there and play, and they would always give me a hard time. They called me Little MJ or something, and I'm not saying that because like I was good, but that's what they would call me, and it was so much fun. I miss that so much. But you know, once I played football, I really opened up a lot. I was a very shy kid, honestly, and playing football changed that a ton. Let's open it back up. We'll do a little bit. We'll get close. Have a big clan. We'll try to do a little bit of a lightning round. I'll try to wrap this thing up here in the next few minutes. We got a big day tomorrow, you know. Need to be ready. But I'm trying to give somebody $600. Flatfoot Clan here as well, and Effed Up Feet. Is there a group for that? We're about to make one. 3 foot farters. 3 foot farters in the building. And I'm about to find out if we can make it 4. Joel, this might be a very personal question to open with. Are you able to fart with your feet?
No, I used to have seemed like that was kind of developing, but I went out barefooted one time on Bobby Bowden Field, was healed instantly. It's a certified miracle. You can look it up.
Well, then I have a little bit of a question here. How come I stepped foot onto the field there? Oh, I had socks on. It couldn't pass through the fabric.
No, it's because you cheer for a team that is so evil, Coop, that there's just no hope for some people.
I've heard we're the good guys. That's what I've been told, but I don't know.
I don't care what someone's cellmate said. I disagree.
Before we talk Miami here for a second, I'm not even trying to give you or Nick a hard time. You've got y'all beating Virginia Tech tomorrow, right? Even with everything going on?
Yeah, they'll probably lose the last 2 or one of the last 2, but yeah, they're going to win.
Because what you've got Virginia Tech tomorrow. You have NC State the last game. Is it the last game? No,
NC State and then Florida.
Florida.
I mean, they should. Right. They're more talented than the next 3 teams are going to play, but yeah, they're going to lose either 2 of the last or one of the 2 of the last.
You think Mike Norvell is he done? Just opinion.
Well, I
mean,
here's the thing: you can still be looking for a coach while he's there. And if you're going to save $12 or $13 million to let him coach 3 or 4 games, you'd be crazy not to. It doesn't stop you from interviewing. It doesn't stop you from telling James Franklin you'd love to have him. None of that is going to be hindered. So everyone's freaking out that he's still there. And what if he wins these last 3? He's not going to win these last 3. He is gone. I don't know. I'd heard some maybe at the end of Virginia Tech they might make a move. If he loses, they definitely will. But it may be after Florida. I don't know. But I get saving the money. But I'm excited to look on to. And
most people don't know what conversations are being had behind closed doors as far as what they're saying directly to Norvell. Like you said, that doesn't stop anything potentially from happening with touching base with people. So that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, you can call a coach in, or you can call him on the phone and be like, hey, if you were playing Georgia Tech and there's 38 seconds left and all you had to do was take a knee, what would you do? They can answer any of those hypothetical questions without an official interview. I said hypothetical.
Sorry, I had like a brain fart there for a second. I kind of missed the last part of conversation there. How you feeling about Miami in NC State? Should we be confident?
They may keep it close since Miami's decided they don't like to play in the first and second quarter anymore.
That has
but
been a
they'll
problem.
Probably win. Now, I was at work, and Melissa called harassing me, saying you were looking for me, and so I didn't realize I had lost track with.
We
with
were
the
talking
business,
about
what was
you.
going on.
Yeah, we were. Your name got
Good or
brought up a
bad?
couple times. A mixture. It was both.
Okay.
Nothing but good things for me, but of course the people in the live chat were calling you a bunch of dirty names and stuff. But you're used to seeing that around. Yeah.
I would expect no less.
So you did think Miami pulls it out?
I'm 100% sure, yes. I will. If NC State wins, I will go out in the freeze. It's actually freezing cold here in the Panhandle. I'm sure in Tennessee it's probably like, cold like that scene from Titanic where everyone's blue and you can see their breath. But it's not
bad.
that cold. But here, this is cold to us. So, yes, if NC State wins, I'll go out there in my underwear and I'll howl at the moon.
Okay, can we clip that, guys? I think YouTube has a feature where you can actually clip like things that are said and stuff. That would be great. So that way I could at least feel a little bit better if Miami somehow took an L. So this is good news.
They're not going to lose that one. They're not going to lose that one.
I don't think they do either.
Well, like when they freaked out that y'all were going to lose to Stanford. Yeah, it shouldn't have been 7-7 like it was, but you don't really think by the end of the game they're not going to win.
Right. I wasn't panicking at all. I was upset at Miami, for only having one drive with the offense, getting into the end zone. That was super frustrating to watch play out. But there was just no shot, right? Syracuse just not a great football team. NC State more of a challenge than them, but not necessarily a great football team, an inconsistent team. But again, coming off the high of that Georgia Tech win and then getting a bye week, I think they'll be ready to play, but
I don't think anyone really gets excited about being Georgia Tech, but no, I would say as far as the score, does anyone have Miami 31, NC State 20? Does anybody have that one?
30? No, they do not.
I will take that one, and then when they kick that field goal, Nick will be extremely disappointed that he missed it by a field goal.
30.
I'm like the jerk. I'm like the jerk on The Price is Right that bids $1.
Dang, yep. So 31-17 from Nick, 31-20 from Joel. All right.
Yeah, the last one I missed by what? I missed it by 3.
You were close. Yeah, I went back and looked because I do that after every game. I run as soon as I turn the stream off and I hurry and look at the score predictions, and you were very close.
Yes, I was a field goal away from $600.
Yep. There were a lot of people that were close. I was off by 4. There was someone else that was off by 2 or 3 total points. Somebody's going to get it here soon. We're coming up. The thing is, we're coming up on the tail end of the season, so we have a good feel for all of these teams. So, as long as it goes as planned, everybody kind of has an idea.
Yeah, my projection actually has happened so far. I did predict Louisville being an issue, SMU, and Pitt. Those were the 3 games that I said Miami would have trouble with.
Well, we got to hope that doesn't happen at the end.
Yeah, Pitt's a scary one.
Yeah.
Because it's at Pitt. I'm assuming is a night game?
They haven't said yet, but,
You don't want. I don't know why. It's like a jinx. You don't want to play Pitt at home at night. I don't know why. Towards the end of the year, it's like a curse. Ask Clemson.
We're not fans of Pitt around here. Definitely not. So Joel, I got you locked in, 31-20. Thank you so much for the kind words. I don't know what you were talking about with the message. Even Nick backed me up. I don't know what.
When the camera's not rolling, you say go Noles in your sleep. But when I get there, I have already got a 6-star hotel reserved, and there's all kind of cool museums there. I wish the Lightning were playing the Predators. I'd take you to a hockey game, let you see a real hockey team instead of those wussy Panthers. But it's going to be a lot of fun, man. Bring your camera. You're going to have a lot of footage. I hate that Travis Hunter is going to be out for the season.
Yeah,
so that
that's
means
kind of a
instead of
bummer.
winning by 4 touchdowns, it may just be 2. But I just hope I don't get jumped because I'm sitting right on how much I love you. I'm sitting right in the middle of all those crazy people.
I'll
The
protect
last time
you.
we were in Tennessee, it was not good.
Joel, look, can you see the stream?
No, I cannot because I
Okay,
turned it off.
well,
So
go
people don't
go
hear
back
echo.
and watch it back. Hey, I'm coming in hot, locked and loaded. I'm bringing the guns, Joel. All right, y'all. I'll protect you. Don't worry.
I got a funny feeling you're one of those that when I'm down on the ground is going to help them kick me.
I would
You
never.
know you want to.
I would never. I'll be having too much fun celebrating a Titans victory. It's going to be a great time.
Well, get ready. Make a wager. Be thinking about what you want to bet before we get there because it's not any fun if nothing's on the line. I'm
That's
probably
fair.
going to bring $500 on my sleeper app with me when I come.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cook up something on Sleeper, and I'll tell you what. Let's both make some money. But we can have a wager between us, and we can put it on the channel, and we'll do all that, and we'll get footage from the game because it's gonna be crazy seats. We'll see though if we can do something on there.
All right, that'll work.
All right, Joel. We appreciate it, and maybe I'll be giving you a call late on Saturday.
All right, tune in. Watch us slap the Hokies around.
We'll do it. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
All right, peace. 2 Florida State fans calling in tonight. See, if that doesn't show one big happy college football family, I don't know what would, man. We had a Florida fan call in and 2 Florida State fans, and we whooped up on both those teams, and they still stuck around and they still called into the show. Yep. I can't wait for that though. It'll be my first NFL game ever, and getting to see the Titans in that type of seat is going to be crazy. Look, I know they've won one football game, y'all, but to get to see Cam Ward up close and personal like that in the league, it's going to be cool. I didn't get to watch him play in person when he was at Miami. I didn't get to attend a game last year, so I'm really looking forward to it. And Joel and I are going to go and just cut up and have a good time in Nashville. It's going to be fun. Lil boy, arm ass. Arm ass. What does that mean? Let's open it back up. Don't make me go get the weights. All right. Legend, what's up?
Hey, bro, I'm sorry. I've been bothering you.
You ain't been bothering me. What are you talking about?
I keep spamming the chat because I want to go to sleep so I could have as much rest for tomorrow as possible.
So, okay, do we need to whisper this part?
Say it again?
Do we need to whisper this part, or can you talk about it?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. So, tell me what this What are you talking about? Proposal? Talk to me.
I'm gonna propose to my girlfriend tomorrow. So, pretty excited. We kind of like grew up together, so we've been together for years. Thank you.
You feel like she's gonna say yes?
I told her as a joke, obviously, YouTube, just in case it hears me. I said she better say yes, or the uppercut is gonna hurt from down there.
Fair, yeah, true. Congratulations. I'll give you a pre-congratulations. If you've been together a long time, right?
Yeah, you should.
Like before I propose, how long? Oh gosh, I better get this right. How long have my wife and I been dating? 4 years. I think
nice.
4 years. So like you know what I mean. It's not like there's nothing wrong with this, but if someone dates for like a couple of months and then they propose and they're all nervous and stuff, if you've been together for a long time, you know what I mean. You know.
Exactly.
So congrats, though. That's big.
I appreciate that, man.
And I'm guessing that's why you want to call in here. $600 could help with, maybe cost of the ring or go towards planning some stuff with a wedding or something, right? So let me make sure I get the numbers from you first, just in case something crazy happens and another tornado whips through here and cuts my power off. That way we've at least got you down for that.
Perfect. Thank you. So let me tell you. So, it's funny because you guys were talking about like AI earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked AI, what will be the score, and it agrees with me. So I'm gonna go with it.
Okay. Trust the
And
robots.
The score
All right.
is 37-21.
37-21. Now we
think
got to
that's-
confirm it.
yeah.
Miami on top.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But
37.
let me make sure that's possible, right? Because I don't want AI throwing me off. That's possible.
Anything's possible, bro. I was watching a game the other day, and I think when I had it up, the score was 5-2 in the second quarter. Anything's possible.
Well, that's true. So we'll see. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Hey, legend. Well, I got you locked in 37-21. I'm glad we were able to get you in. And I know I'm cutting up and making jokes, but for real, best of luck. Congratulations. It's going to go great. And I was going to say good luck, but it's going to go great. So
appreciate it. And then
let us know.
I'll update
You come back
and
in the next couple of days and let us know how it went.
For sure, man. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's gonna be around 4:00, so I'm not gonna see the beginning of the game. But my present, I like to say, is Miami's gonna win for me. So we'll see.
There you go. All right, bro. We appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right,
Thank
peace.
You. Bye.
Hey, that's awesome. Here, see, we got the news. Gonna be. I feel like there's still a little bit of nervousness there, even if you know that, like, she's gonna say yes. It's a big step. It's a big deal. Clemson won. Did they win? I wanted Clemson to win, bro. I want it to be chaotic, as long as it doesn't involve us. Yo, they did. Oh my gosh. So that hold on. Hold on. I need to see the bigger picture here. So that's back-to-back losses for the Cardinals, conference losses. So that's a Virginia loss, a Cal loss, and a Clemson loss, and they still have to play SMU. Holy smokes. It's getting crazy. Oh, man. I mean, that's what, again, for Miami, again, you need chaos. You need all the help you can get. I'm again in that group that's pushing more, hoping for, slipping into the college football playoffs. ACC championship dreams are still kind of slim, but I mean, that's hey, that's what we need. We need some crazy stuff to go down, right? Henry, man, are you still here, Henry? Man, I know we're over here celebrating. I'm not even trying to throw it in your face. I know that sucks, man. That was a 5-4 Clemson, right? And that was at Louisville. That was a home game for the Cardinals. Oof. Were they 4-5? Yeah, were they 4-5? So now tell me, what the heck happened to Miami? You see what I'm saying? Man, almost makes me more mad now. I went from really happy to now I'm pissed. No excuse, man. This is what we were talking about, though, with the stars aligning, with the perfect opportunity to be in the driver's seat and take advantage of it because it's conference chaos. Heck, nobody's a top dog. Everybody's got at least one conference loss now. That includes Georgia Tech. Louisville has 3 of them now. Pitt's got one. SMU has one. Virginia's got one. Hold on. Who does Duke have left? Duke is the one to me that's so weird because they're 5-4, but they're 4-1 in the conference. And they close out with 3 conference games. They lost to UConn. Manny let me down because I actually had Duke money line. I thought they were going to beat UConn. But you play Virginia at home for Duke. Then you have North Carolina, you have Wake Forest. So, could they beat Virginia, though? It's so weird. Because then you have Georgia Tech, Virginia, Pitt, SMU, and Duke all with one conference loss. But SMU is going to play Louisville and Cal. Man, this gets weird. Georgia Tech they've got Pitt, and we're going to play Pitt. Crazy, man. Won't Duke be in championship game if they lose to Virginia? Duke is the one that's, again, very interesting for me. And this was the situation that people were talking about when they said, how does an ACC champion not get in? Or how does a team... So they're saying, like, if it continues to be chaotic, it's that example we used at the beginning of the stream of picture Duke being in the ACC championship game. But they're 5-4. They're not going to go to the playoffs. They're not going to be ranked. That's one of the crazy scenarios to have Duke there, I know, but it's just wild, man. It's wild. It's gonna be crazy. I kind of like the chaos, but I don't. I wish we were just sitting in there the driver's seat. Like, imagine if Miami was undefeated, or maybe they just had one loss, like they had just lost one of those games. It could be sitting up there at the top, and with all this chaos, would really be pumped. Dumbest ACC season ever. You're tired AF. We might actually head on out of here. I feel bad because I say that this is about how many phone calls we take. I didn't fire up a lightning round, and I want to give the people the money, but we do got to prep for tomorrow. Too many teams. Why is it the one season Georgia Tech looks good, the rest of the ACC is dog shit? It's just... Nobody's real consistent. There's a ton of parity in college football now, too, though, and that's not to make an excuse for Miami. I just mean in general, right? I mean, there is no conference team here in the ACC that is undefeated in the season period or in the conference. Everybody has at least one loss across the board. But tell me, realistically, I want to close with actually asking this, because I've seen a ton of people bring this up. Do you think that 10-2 is actually realistic at this point for Miami? Because the majority of the fan base, and I understand why, that's why I'm asking, the overall opinion on social media is there's no way Miami wins out these next three. Like, word for word, type in Miami Hurricanes online, and it's everybody saying there's no shot Miami wins the next three in a row. They will screw it up. They will mess it up. Is 10-2 an actual real possibility at this point? Most believe Miami's going to beat NC State, but think it could be close. I think most are going to assume that Virginia Tech is a win. You would like to think so. I'm guessing most people have Pitt circled, but can they go 10-2? 10-2, but we have low confidence with the offensive play calling. Yes, with minimal flags. We lose to Pitt. Yes. Hey, thank you, Julian. We're trying to get 28K. We're trying. I got to do my part, though. I got to work harder. Should be expected. That's fair. Lose to Pitt. Lenore says, why is Mario at Miami? Damn. Man, I know that sucks, Henry. They need to update the standings. The only one-loss teams are Pitt, Georgia Tech, and Duke. It's a good possibility they all three take one more conference loss. It's going to be wild. It's just going to be, it's weird to think of a potential conference championship game and then neither one of those teams making it into the playoffs. Like, it's such a wild scenario, And then if Miami did get in, not saying they will, but if they did, like what a crazy, wild situation that it could potentially be. And of course I'm here for it because I want the Miami season to keep going. I want to be playing football in January. Even if I think Miami would struggle, and I'm like, well, with this offense, we can't hang with Ohio State or Indiana or Oregon and stuff. It's the same thing I said last year. Last year we said with that defense, there's no shot for Miami. There's no way. It doesn't mean that I want the season to be over. It doesn't mean that I wouldn't like to just see what they could do. And pray that they don't get embarrassed, though, because then if you finally make it to that stage, and then if you get your backs blown out, then, well, that doesn't feel real good, doesn't? But I don't want the season to be over at the same time. I would like to see what Miami could do up against a big dog like that, because what we talk about seems like they play up when they're playing high level competition, right? It would not surprise me at all. Like, set all the football talk to the side. It wouldn't surprise me at all for Miami to get beat by SMU and then play Ohio State within 7 points. And I know that sounds insane, but that's Miami football for you. But I got them winning tomorrow afternoon, 31-24. We'll be doing the watch party as always. Sovereign lubed up and ready to go. Just handle business, ideally in a big way. Let's get a W. Control the things that Miami can control, which is winning out the rest of these games, and then let the chaos continue within the conference and just across the country. With Louisville going down to what was a 4-win Clemson team tonight. It'll be crazy, man. Be crazy. Comics on Canes made a great point. We can dominate against the big dogs because both try to play straight up. The less teams scheme against us and outcoach us. That actually is a very good take. That's a pretty solid take. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Hey, so ton of love. Thank y'all for being understanding that I'm wrapping up just a little bit earlier than normal right here. I want to do a final thoughts video and then get prepped and ready for tomorrow. And I'm going to make a bet for tomorrow's game. I'm not going to reveal what it is yet, but you know what? We're going to have to spice it up a tad. If you want something to watch tonight, definitely check out the Inside Insight show. We missed it for 2 weeks. Leighton stepped up to the plate in a big way. I have so much respect for him and Greg. And, like I said, Leighton was willing to come on here. And I've not been able to find a guest. And he came on here, and we were able to bring that show back. He dropped a ton of NC State knowledge on there. So check that out. Huge shout out to all the support tonight, the likes, the dislikes. Anybody hanging out, chatting it up, the lurkers. Top dono of the night, my man Joel Davis, who even blessed us with the call-in. Good to see you, Mr. Overdose. Got some love for my man Eric Birch, Mullet TV, DJ, Moonlight Meat, Roach Killer, John Bird, and Himon. It's game day here in about 40 minutes, 39 minutes. We're here again. Time to handle business. I'll see y'all right here tomorrow. Please, just stress-free, dominate, leave no doubt. Shut down CJ Bailey. Do not let Hollywood Smothers live up to that Hollywood name. Let's win.